Let me air out for you guys. Alright, we're back at it again on this project of trying to make this thing lower. The plan of attack today is going to be to raise the car up, put some type of cream or something on top of where I think it would hit the frame.
Paint.
I don't want to use paint.
Marker.
No, something thick, like toothpaste would be. So that way, whenever I air out, I can see where it leaves residue. I don't want to use paint because it might not stick and it's really thin. So if it barely touches, I might not even notice. Also, I don't want to paint everything under there. But for now, I need to start the car up, raise it all the way up. Hopefully, I can get access to like part of the suspension without having to jack up the car. Then when I air out, we'll see from there. Now, what am I gonna use? Maybe I'm gonna use this guy right here. I need a glove. Let's go. I'm gonna be putting the cream all the way up there. You see on that ball joint looking thing? Yeah, on top of that bolt. I think that's what's hitting my frame. But we'll try that first. I put a little bit on top of there. Time to air out. All right, it looks like it taps right up there. I don't know. We can either smack the top of that frame and try to get a little bit more room, because it's at a weird spot where it's like an indentation, but it hits right outside the indentation. Or I can do the more drastic approach, and I think it will give me the best results, which is pretty much shave the top of that bolt on that arm and then weld inside of it or something like that so that it's flat completely like the stock arm would be. And then I should be able to go up higher. Tien thinks that one of my other restrictions would be the tire hitting the top of the inner fender well, but I'm not 100% sure. What do you think?
Remove everything. Your fender liners, just to see if it creates more room for your tire to tuck in more. Because I think it's your tire. But then again, it could be the arm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because right now what I'm seeing is that when I air out at around 50 PSI in the front, the car is already set down before it already airs out, and it kind of just stops like it's laying on something pretty solid. I think if it was the fender liner that was restricting it right now, it would like sometimes go higher, sometimes not, depending on like how fast the air out or something like that, because it's kind of mobile and it wouldn't really like just sit on it like it would like on a chair. I don't know. I'm probably gonna jack up the car now and have a closer look to this once the tire's off.
Sounds good.
You wanna jack up the car for me?
No, thank you.
This is what I was talking about earlier, and it hit right there. What I was thinking is cut this bolt flat right here and then maybe knock that a little bit more, and then I think it should have as much clearance as I need to tuck all the way. I have a jack rigged up to this and aired out the back just to get a simulation of how it's gonna look. All right, we're getting close. That right there is where it hits it. The best thing I can do with the tools that I do have is drill a hole where it smacks, make it big enough for it to go through the hole, and then somehow move these wires a little bit so that they don't get any issues with that. But we got a little hole right there. You see that little silver spot? And it's gone. If I zoom more, it goes out of focus. So is that little silver spot right there. I'm gonna use one of them Christmas tree bits, make the hole a little bigger. I don't think I have a Christmas tree bit big enough for what I need. It'll definitely get it started. Then we can head out to Home Depot for like the millionth time for this channel. This is the one I have, just a basic one. I think this is like half, maybe 3/4 inch. Yeah, 3/4 inch, but it'll definitely get the hole big enough for us to see. And then we'll go from there. I keep saying go from there. There should be less material around it so that the new Christmas tree bit can fit through it, no problem. We might even be able to put just, no, never mind, we won't be able to do that. We checked, it'll definitely fit in this hole once it's big enough, and then the arm should go through that collar that I cut yesterday. Let's get to drilling more. Quick change of plans. We are going to Harbor Freight. We ended up getting a big Christmas tree bit. Unfortunately, it's not as big as I wanted it to be, but it's still almost 1.5 inches. So if it doesn't work, we'll just go make the hole bigger. All right, let's head back home. It's time for this little fella to move on over because we have the big boy. Look at that. What were you doing?
Hammering.
Fixing the ground?
Yeah.
Thank you for helping.
You're welcome.
Now this is a serious drill. We cannot show the engineers at Mercedes this video because they're gonna be so mad that I am relocating something that they took probably, I don't know, 4 months to figure out where to place. But they use zip ties, which, I mean, that's kind of halfway done, right? This guy, bye-bye. We're getting somewhere, but because my drill is kind of old and this thing is massive, my battery keeps on dying every like 45 seconds that I use it. And then I gotta wait almost 20 minutes for it to charge. So we're gonna go to Walmart, get a cheap drill that actually has a cord so I can just put it on an outlet and just go at it. It's already 8 p.m. and there's a noise ordinance over here. And after 10 p.m., we shouldn't be making too much noise. So we're trying to knock this out before 10 p.m. and there's no point in just waiting on that battery to charge 4 more times. We haven't even gotten to the other side yet. So let's take another trip to, oh, I forgot the keys. Can you close the garage, please? We're back and they had a couple left in stock. This should work better than a power drill just because it's on a cord, even though it's only 20 bucks from Walmart. So calm down, man. So I'll unbox it and get to it. I ended up getting that a hole drilled and it actually fits this thing pretty well. It goes through it, no problem. I'll clean it up in a second. But now what's restricting me is that collar that I shaved. It's smacking right there where that bolt is. And I think I want to shave it some more because we're already so far in. So I need to remove this entire strut again and get my Dremel and grind at that thing. It's all shaved up. The hole's there. This thing goes. It smacks back there, but I'm hoping that the air out height is good enough. It goes right through there, barely. I'll show y'all when I put the wheel back on. Here's the moment of truth. Keep going, keep going. Oh, we have a bit of tuck. It's a good sign. At least it's getting somewhere. Yep, that's maxed out like earlier. Let's go check out the other side. See, this one you can still see some tire. But on this side, no more tire to be seen. I think I'm gonna call it a night. We're gonna get back to it. Probably try to go at the other parts that I think are bottoming out on this side. And then the other side should be a lot easier once we get this side dialed in. It's all copy and paste at that point.
The next day.
It's storming pretty bad. And what are we about to do?
Finish working on your car.
Yeah, we're gonna go work on the car. Yeah. Another project. Another day, actually it's not another project. We're pretty much gonna go finish up what we started on the last video, which is making my car lower when it airs out. And I really hope we can figure it out. What do you think, Mastermind?
We will.
We will. She says we will, so we will.
We're gonna cup everything.
Yeah, and guess what? We went to Home Depot again.
And bought some more of those Dremel wheels.
Alright, I'll be right back when I take everything off the car and I jack it up.
Start over.
Babe, do you want to tell them what we did so far?
Nothing.
I mean, obviously there's no wheel. The suspension's not attached.
Oh, you didn't mention... Okay. So,
I didn't mention anything since we walked in here.
hi. Okay, so... What did we do? So, what we just did was... We put some compound on the thing on the arm.
Yeah, we pretty much did the same trick we did earlier to get that other hole. And we found out where it knocks on the other part.
Of the arm.
Where it smacks right there on the side is not much, to be honest. So I'm probably just going to shave off a tiny bit at a time just to get it to fit through. All the tools are right here. They haven't moved in a few days. So that's convenient. Alright, babe. You want to do it?
No.
Come on. You're a pro.
It's not my car.
Wow. You wouldn't even do it on your car.
No, I wouldn't. I would have just cut off everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
How?
Just cut everything off.
Now that I got this side shaved off, it's smacking in the middle again. I'm gonna just do a lot of back and forth until I get like a decent result. We're gonna be here for a minute.
1 hour later.
What have you done so far?
A lot of cutting.
Cutting.
There's been a lot of cutting.
I like your style.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He went ahead and...
I made some fresh glitter. You want some fresh glitter?
No, thank you.
I'm actually pretty stoked.
Me too.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I ended up cutting as much as I could right here. There's still some cross section right here that I was kind of skeptical of cutting because it holds structure from like the side of the fender to like where the strut tower is. So I try to keep that as intact as possible. And now the arm goes all the way up until the arm itself hits the chassis. At least it has a good stopping point. There's no way it could like slip or break anything because now it'll stop on the chassis itself. And I really hope it gives this enough clearance to tuck at least an inch of the lip.
I'm excited. All right, let's put the wheels back on.
All right, let's put the suspension back on first. There we go. We're only gonna put 3 lug nuts on this thing because if it has to come back off, it's 2 lug nuts easier. In the last video, when I did some of this work, I forgot to air this strut back up because you have to empty it out obviously to get some play. So when I lowered the car, it just slammed on the ground and I thought I bent something, but luckily I didn't. But I learned my lesson. Lesson number 2 with bags. First lesson was do not drive with your car aired out because that's happened to me twice already. And lesson number 2, make sure that if you air out the struts, they're aired up before you take it off the jacks or you're gonna have a bad time. I hope there's no more lessons to learn. Alright, let me air up this thing. I got so much shit in my eyes.
We didn't even tighten the top.
It aired it up for me so
I
that
see.
there's more room. Luckily they were aligned. Now you might be asking yourself, wow, AirLift struts are not adjustable? They are via Bluetooth. You can do it from anywhere in the world. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna go down to ride height. Make sure my wheel's straight. Which is not. Keep going.
I think we got
Better.
kind of close, but I know it's not where you want it. But it looks
But
good.
it's a lot better than earlier. We have the other side as a reference. Like 1/2 to 3/4 inch lower. Because it's still on top of the lip here.
Are you happy?
Happier.
We're done for today. Mark will continue probably tomorrow or next week. But I think he's pretty happy with it. It'll look better than this though, for sure.
I think this looks great for off-roading.
If you say so.
You know where it is?
What?
My other lug nut.
It's somewhere over there. Open your eyes.
I sleep with my eyes open.
Maybe it fell somewhere.
Found it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. It was right there. I opened my eyes.
To be continued. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow.
It's raining.
It's pouring.
The very next evening.
All right, we're back at it again. Another night trying to finish up Mark's car. He flipped the car around to do the passenger side now. Let's hope this side goes by quicker versus the other side, which took him a couple of days. How are you doing?
I think I need your help to hold this bolt because it's spinning.
My assistant is needed?
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna hold this guy. You got it?
Where's my hand at? He don't see shit.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting to do this part of the video. I'm not gonna make you guys wait any longer. Check out how the front is finally sitting. If you guys have been watching my videos for a little bit of time, then you know that this is my favorite spot. It's been at least in two or three videos, I don't know, but it's in a lot of my TikToks. But let me show y'all. This right here is my ride height. Let me air out for you guys. Oh, keep going. Oof! Look at that. We are finally tucking. The front sits as low as the rear for the first time, and it's on both sides, baby. Looks sick. I'm so stoked. This took me way too long, but the results are really worth it in my opinion. I cleaned up the engine bay so that it actually kind of looks stock right now, even though there's a big hole on both sides. Actually, there's 3 holes on both sides. All right, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go have dinner now.